I really don't know how to use this camera yet. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I actually can't believe I'm saying that, like it sounds so weird. I'm really excited to start doing this regularly. I'm Sophia, for those of you who don't know, and this video is more of an intro video before I start getting into the regular content I want to post. And I decided to make it a Q&A just so you guys could get to know me a bit better. This Q&A will be based around myself and around fitness because that's pretty much what this entire channel is going to be about. So I thought, why not you guys get to know me on both of those levels before we go a bit further. So the first round of questions will be more catered towards me and my life, like my personal life. What are you taking at school? I'm currently in second year at Western University and I'm in the kinesiology program with honors specialization in clinical kin. So that pretty much means the courses I'm taking have a more hands-on approach towards the kinesiology aspect. And a lot of people in this program, after they graduate, they go on to do chiropractic, med school to become doctors, just very hands-on, practical things. So this program really helps you get there. Where is your favorite place to eat? Right now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you would know I love Buildable. It's a place in London. It's not a franchise, it's just a one location place. So good. They have so many options for everyone. They have bowls, they have flatbreads, they have pizza, they have smoothies. Like I can go on about it all day. If you haven't had it, go. If you had it, you would know where I'm coming from. What made you want to start your channel? Honestly, this might sound selfish. It's as much for myself as it is for you guys and for my viewers. It's very hard in times like this to stay motivated, and I know keeping to a schedule, keeping to a routine might not always be so easy, but I know with this channel, posting on YouTube, posting on Instagram, posting on TikTok will help me achieve that. And I know that sounds selfish, but I know it'll help. I know it'll work. I picked up a lot of things from being an athlete, from getting tips from my friends, from posting workout videos, from researching stuff online, from talking to doctors and nutritionists. I've learned so much, and I know I can share a bunch of that info with you guys and make things easier for you as well, because I know the internet is not always the most reliable place, and I know by doing this, I could possibly help even one person. And if I can help one person, then it's worth it. Who's your favorite YouTuber? I'd have to say Gabby Cheyenne. She's also from London, Ontario, and she's also a fitness YouTuber. She posts a lot of workouts, she posts a lot of nutrition stuff, but she also posts stuff about her life. The reason I like her so much is that, yes, she is a fitness YouTuber, but she's also so personal on the internet, and that really helps you feel like you form a connection with her. And she talks about so many issues and mindsets and things that people might be dealing with that a lot of other YouTubers don't talk about, and I just love how open she is with it. She feels like a friend, you know? Like that's just the kind of vibe you get from her. That's why I love her so much. Do you have siblings? How does the answer affect you as a person? I do not have siblings. I'm an only child. I have a dog. Doesn't really count. I feel like the only effects that I've had, I don't want to make this sound like negative, but I feel like the effects were negative. I know growing up without siblings, it made it harder for me to understand other people's emotions since I wasn't always forced to do so. I also grew up bored a lot of the time. I was just like, I never had someone to play with other than my parents, and sometimes, you know, you need a kid to play with. I feel like if I did have siblings, especially a younger one, I would have been able to be much more self-supportive. I would have been able to better understand how to take care of someone. I know kids with siblings tend to do a lot more chores, and I feel like I would have been able to understand how to do chores at an earlier age rather than learning much later than a lot of people. Someone asked if I play sports. Right now, no. Other than golf, but not really like at a competitive level. I just like golfing with my family. When I was younger, I did dance, I did gymnastics, and I did volleyball. Volleyball was my main one. I loved it. It gave me the chance to make a great bond and have a family outside of home. And like I said, I didn't have siblings at home. So my volleyball team was like, they were all my sisters. We were such a big family. I knew I could trust them with anything. It was great. This year at school, I'm hoping to either do intramural sports or just join a club like the rock climbing club. That sounds so sick. What do I hope to do after school? Right now, I'm hoping to go to an osteopath school after to become an osteopath. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's pretty much a combination of physiotherapy and massage therapy. Pretty much they're just using their hands to get into the joints, to move some stuff around so the body can fix itself, if that makes sense. I'm not doing any of the actual fixing. I'm guiding the body towards fixing itself. I really hope that made sense. When are you dropping that workout playlist? It kind of slides, not gonna lie. I actually didn't know people enjoyed the music I was listening to when I work out. I'll link my Spotify down below and I'll write down the names under it of every single playlist I listen to when I work out. Talk about your transition from Toronto to London. I lived in Scarborough pretty much my whole life, and I moved to St. Thomas, which is just outside of London, last summer. So the summer after I graduated high school with my family. I knew absolutely no one. I didn't know anyone in London. I didn't know anyone in St. Thomas. I was lucky that Western, the university I go to, had a Instagram page where everyone would like send in, "Hi, I'm Sophia, I'm going to Western." So you could just meet new people. And I actually met one friend on there, and I was so happy I ended up knowing someone, and I met her and I met a bunch of people through her, and that kind of helped the transition get better. One other negative thing about moving here is just that in Scarborough, everything was so close. Here it's a very small town, it's 40,000 people compared to Toronto. So there's just so much less, you have to travel farther to get places, so that's kind of like a bad side. Other than that, absolutely love it. Scarborough was way too big for me, way too busy, too many people. It's just great being in a small town, it's so peaceful. The second round of questions will be more based around fitness and around my channels and my social medias. So I got this question from one of my friends, and I know he was joking, but the idea behind what he asked, I figured I'd address anyways. So he said, how does one simply get into shape? Please help. So a lot of people get discouraged when they've been working out for a month or 2 months and they don't see results. But when you think about it, it's taken your body years to get where it is now, trying to change the way it looks, trying to reverse the weight you put on or the weight you lost, the muscle you lost or the muscle you put on. That's not just gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna take a week, it's not gonna take a month. It takes time and consistency. And a lot of people go on these crazy diets, they do these crazy workouts every day, an hour and a half workouts, they starve themselves. After a week, after a month, they're upset, they didn't lose any weight, they didn't gain any muscle, and they stop. What it takes is patience, what it takes is consistency. You don't simply get into shape, you work on it for a long time before you start seeing results. What were your original goals and have they changed? I'd say my original goals were to tone up a bit and to just start living a healthier lifestyle, both from an exercise perspective and from a nutrition perspective. Right now, I wouldn't say that my goals have changed. I'm not really in it to gain a bunch of muscle. I'm not in it to lose a bunch of weight. I just want to feel great about myself. I want to work hard and feel good about what I'm doing. I'm not necessarily looking for huge changes in my body. I'm just looking for a change in how I feel and how I perceive myself, I guess. So I'm just keeping at it right now. I work out almost every day, not to lose a bunch of weight. I don't have that in mind. I just work out to work out and feel productive and feel proud of myself for doing that. Why did you start your journey? With quarantine, I just felt like shit. Staying at home every day, sitting in my bed, and I really wanted to change that. I knew I wasn't eating great. Like I would go in the kitchen at like 2 a.m. and make craft dinner. And I really wanted to change like my line of thinking around. So I started working out, started eating healthier. I don't restrict myself on anything. I just want to feel better about myself from a day to day. And I don't want to sit in bed all day and be upset like, oh, I didn't do anything today. I feel gross. I'd just say I started my journey to feel better about myself. I still do the same things I've done before. I didn't completely change my lifestyle. I just added things in there to make myself feel better. What inspired you to start your health and fitness journey? I already mentioned it before, but it was just near the beginning of quarantine, I realized I hadn't done anything athletic in so long. I couldn't go anywhere, like I was stuck at home, and the first few months I wasn't making use of it at all. I was sitting on my bed, I was not eating right, and I figured like I want to turn that around before it becomes an actual like ingrained habit. It didn't really work so well. I started this last year at the beginning of the first quarantine, where I had no knowledge whatsoever on what kind of workouts to do, what kind of schedule to stick to, what kind of food to eat, what kind of food schedule to stick to. And I'm not gonna lie, like it backfired last year. I picked it up again this year and I had more knowledge, I did more research, and it really helped. Going on to why I wanted to make my channel, I just feel like the information, a lot of the tips, a lot of the info that I picked up, it could really benefit a lot of people I know and a lot of viewers as well, and I wanted to make it easy and accessible to everyone. How long after working out did you start to see results? So it's like a step ladder, so it's people you don't know or you barely see, acquaintances, really close friends, family, and then yourself. I personally am seeing very minor changes. I don't see anything major yet, but some people that I talk to are like, oh my God, you look great. My mom's like, oh my God, you're so skinny, you should eat more. People are like, wow, like you built so much muscle in your legs, like your arms look so toned. But it's just hard for me to see that because I stare at myself in the mirror every morning, every time I change, every day before I go to bed. Like I'm always looking at myself, so it's very hard to see changes compared to someone who I see once every 3 months. It's hard to say because it's just so dependent on who's looking at you and from what perspective they're looking at you. Do you ever take breaks? 100%. If you're not taking breaks, you're not giving your body the chance to heal. If you're working out, you build muscle after you tear it apart. So the whole premise is you work out and you tear up all your muscles, and when they're healing, that's when they're recruiting more muscle fibers. I'm in kin, so this is kind of like language, but pretty much like the little strands of muscles. They're recruiting more of those, which makes their muscles grow. If I want to grow my leg muscles, I would work out twice a week legs. If I do it every day, I'm just tearing apart the muscles more and more every day, which can one, lead to injury, no one wants that, and two, your muscles are never going to heal, meaning they're never going to grow bigger. You need to take breaks in order to heal, in order to grow. One day I just don't feel like working out, I don't feel too good, I'm not gonna work out, I'm not gonna push myself, what's the point in that? I wanna make the most of my workouts without having to stop halfway through, without not doing it properly and then feeling like shit after. So I'd rather take the break, give the time to re-energize and like rejuvenate, and then give it my all the next day. Taking breaks is so important for both your physical and your mental health. There's not a single person out there that works out every single day back to back for their entire life. It's not possible. Your body needs to rest sometimes. Sometimes you overpush it. You need breaks. How did you learn how to work out? How did you get started? YouTube. I learned everything I knew from the beginning from YouTube. It's such a great platform. There are so many reliable sources. YouTube taught me a lot. Looking up things online taught me a lot. Like getting tips from people is so helpful as well. Getting started is the hardest part. Once you're into a great routine, it's gonna be easier to stick to that. Start off slow. That's what I picked up. If your original plan is, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna work out for an hour and a half every day, every single day of the week, I'm gonna eat only vegetables, you might stick to that for maybe a week, then you'll stop because it's so different from your routine. How I look at it, I don't want to change my routine. I want to add healthy habits into it. So I added working out slowly, and I started picking up the pace, picking up the amount of times as time progressed. And that helped it become way more of a habit and helped incorporate it into my lifestyle instead of changing my lifestyle. What advice would you give to people who want to start working out and who want to start influencing? For working out, again, start off slow, use the internet to your advantage, use all the resources you can find the correct information you need. Another tip I'd say, have a designated area where you want to work out. If you have a designated area where to work out, once you get into that area, it's all about workout. You're not looking at your bed wanting to end your workout early. You're not looking at your computer thinking about the movies you can watch. That is your workout zone. You're in your workout headspace, and that's it. It's a pretty obvious thing that a lot of people overlook, but it helps so much. I'll be the first to say it. And about influencing, don't give a shit about anyone else's opinions. Old friends of mine were texting me and saying how they're so proud of me and how they've always wanted to do it, but they were always scared of what people would think. They were scared to do it because that's not what they usually post. Who cares? It's fun. Like, if you have fun when doing it, why should anyone else care? No matter what, you're always enjoying the process, you're always enjoying the journey. So why should it affect anyone else? It's your life. What types of things will you be posting on your channel in the future? So I'm planning on my channel being 50% fitness and 50% lifestyle, more about me. So right now the goal is to upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday. I want Wednesdays to be the fitness videos and then Sundays to be more lifestyle videos. The fitness aspect would be posting follow along workouts, posting common tips and mistakes people do and how to fix them, posting nutrition, just all around the idea of health and wellness. And then the other side of it, the side about me, the personal side, would be vlogs, day in the life, what I eat, my routines for stuff, hauls, you name it. What's the most important thing to remember daily? I'd have to say, what am I doing it for? I'm not working out just to work out, right? I'm working out because I want to feel better about myself. I want to feel great. I want to look great. I want to feel confident. And that doesn't come from not doing it. If I don't do it, I'm going to feel worse. You just have to remember your goals and how you want to achieve those goals. So that is it for my first video. I hope this video helped you guys learn a bit more about me, learn a bit more about what I'm going to be showing on this channel, and I hope you guys subscribe. I had so much fun making this video, and I know I'll have so much fun making more videos in the future, and I really hope you guys choose to follow along me with this journey. See you guys soon.